Hi, welcome back. Today we'll share some post-reno tips. Firstly, we like to talk about formaldehyde, which is a topic that a lot of homeowners are concerned about. Formaldehyde is a harmful substance that can be found in a lot of renovation products or generally in manufactured products. In most renovation projects, if you do not tell your contractor or ID that you want a low VOC content material, what's going to happen is that they're going to use a high formaldehyde content material which is harmful to our body. So in that case, what are your options? Okay, first you need to know what this is. There are options out there which is called low VOC material. VOC is volatile organic compound. Being low in VOC meaning that this is healthier for you, less formaldehyde and less harmful substances. With that, we come to if you already opt for a high formaldehyde option and you can't change anymore, what are the things that is in the market that you can use? There are removal gels, removal jelly, and it's also different types of mechanism you can use. For us, we do not recommend the jelly substances that has moisture in it because somehow when it's put into our cabinets, we have a lot of customers that are experiencing rusty hinges, rusty metal parts coming from this kind of gel and jelly substance. So it's readily available in the market, but we advise you not to buy. So instead of buying the jelly-like substances for removal of formaldehyde, we recommend that you buy a dry pack. The dry options contain carbon and also manganese. So manganese is an element that can remove formaldehyde. If you need the link, we'll push it to you. So with that, you can keep your cabinet safe from rust, and also there's one more way which is also very effective in removing formaldehyde, which is natural ventilation. So before you move into the house, or even if you have moved in, open up your cabinet doors. Then turn on the fan, open the windows and naturally ventilate the cabinets. This will take a while though. It will not be such a fast time frame. It will take sometimes weeks to months depending on the amount of carpentry that you have and how aggressive the glue has been used in this carpentry. The formaldehyde actually comes from the glue that we are using for your carpentry. So with that, you won't be facing rusty hinge and you're facing a healthier living. So let's hope that in the future, our government can mandate, that means make this mandatory and make this something that nobody has to deal with. That means no more formaldehyde in all the products. It's going to be quite hard to implement because this chemical is used in many areas of our manufacturing. Please take note that there's also another element that can cause rusty hinges and rusty hardware, which is the spray chemicals that you use to clean the internal of your cabinets. So you should avoid having spray chemicals that touches the hinges or touches the metal elements because it will cause rust. You can use it for the external of your cabinet, but when you're cleaning the internal, you need to avoid the metal hinges and the hardware, so that will prevent rust from happening. Next, we like to talk about what to take note of when maintaining glossy tiles. If you opt for glossy tiles in your living room or bedrooms, you realize that the tile grout changes color over time or deteriorates over time. Sometimes it turns brown or black and then you're very irritated by it. So what are the options out there? First option is during the tile laying, you can ask us to quote you for a epoxy grouting, or some of the tiles are actually polishable, so we can use marble gum to fill up the grout and then polish the tile. But if you have done neither of the options, then you're faced with a normal grouting issue. So normal grouting will have discoloration, chipping off and coming off, and then when you use chemical to wash it, okay, this is the problem. So we want to talk about prevention of the etching problem. So what is etching? Etching is a chemical process. If you were cleaning the tile at the edge, because this is where the grout will be, when you're cleaning the tile with chemical, the chemical will eat into the porcelain glaze and then it causes etching. It's basically a chemical process that eats into the tile. So to prevent this from happening, we recommend that you do not use very aggressive chemical on cleaning of the tile grout. You can actually consider letting us come back and redo the grout for you into epoxy grouting. So that is what we want to share, and hopefully you don't face this kind of ugly problems, because once the tile is damaged, you can't replace it anymore. It's a very big project to replace. Another thing to take note of is when hanging items onto the wall, like for example hanging a clock or hanging a photo frame. So you can use different options, like for example if you ask us to drill, we can drill a nail into the wall, and then that's a very safe option, assuming that there are no water pipes and electrical wires at the area. If you do buy sticky tape or tape that can be easily removed from the wall next time, you realize that behind the packaging there are instructions to tell you not to use this product within 28 days of a fresh coat of paint. So you want to take note of that, if not you will damage the wall. This is something that a lot of people are not sure of and don't know. So when they hang a painting, maybe the next day the painting will actually fall off. So it's actually quite dangerous. So we want to share with you and let you know that read the packaging at the back. And if you need us to install a painting for you, just let us know. We'll come back and drill a hole for you. It's way safer. So what to do when you have a power trip in the house? I'm going to show you how to isolate the problem. A lot of homeowners actually don't know this is the way to isolate. So example, when you have a power trip, usually the main will turn off. I'm going to show you example like this. The main will switch off, and then the rest are still in the on position. At this stage, do not turn on the main yet. Okay, example, this section is your house, the rest you don't look at it. Just imagine this section is your house. Okay, then you turn off all the individual circuits. Okay, turn off. Now everything is off, so your house should be dark and has no power supply right now. So use your torchlight, turn on the main, and then individually turn on the circuit breakers individually. What you're trying to do, you're trying to isolate the problem. For example, when I turn on this one, it trips. So you turn on this one, trips again. Okay, now you know L3P6 has a problem. Go and isolate and find where is L3P6. It may not be labeled this way, maybe called P6, maybe called P7. So you have to find the corresponding one in your house in order to isolate where has a power trip. And usually it will be appliances like your water heater, your induction cooker, your ovens, or sometimes even your fridge. Usually it's appliances. Less likely it will be lights, but there are cases where lights also cause a trip. So in that case, it will not be P, it will be under S. S will be signified for switch. Sometimes you receive a notice that there will be a temporary power shutdown, and to remove your power plugs from the power points of your appliances to prevent a power surge when the power supply is turned on. This is the same reason why we ask you to isolate all the entire DB circuits and turn on each individual circuit by itself. So I hope this helps you. So hopefully when you see my video, you're not in a rush because you'll be in darkness. Alright, so I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.